motherfucker Dre, motherfucker Snoop, motherfucker Duck Roll. Yo, when here comes my left blow.
Podcast.
Something about everyone getting older and not being in high school anymore. Everyone wants to get a job and shit. And like during some point between graduating high school and getting a job, being a fucking conformist turned cool, I guess. Like, you get me?
I know exactly what you fucking mean, man. Like I remember before I was in a serious relationship, like I was like, man, I'm gonna work hardly, I'm gonna work part time, make as much money as I need to eat, and just fucking train martial arts and not give a fuck about having a car. I don't care about what I'm wearing. I'm gonna fucking be a bum and not give a fuck. And I'm just gonna enjoy my life training and like hardly working and having a lot of time to relax and just like not being materialistic. And it's so fucking not realistic to think that way. Like it should be realistic. It shouldn't be hard to think that, but it is, because you get in a relationship and like you don't have a fucking place to be on your own. Like you don't have your own house to go hang out with your girlfriend. You don't have money for dates. You don't have money for driving around or whatever. I don't own a fucking car, and shit just gets difficult, dude. It's like you either have to put on your fucking you either have to be a conformist or sort of be like an outsider and like not really be able to participate in the lives of other conformists, and everyone fucking conforms. You can't even choose to hang out with other non-conformists because they don't fucking exist. Like the ones that exist are creepy motherfuckers that hang out like around like Grand and they smoke a lot of cigarettes and like probably do meth and shit. Like you have a pretty like slim like choice. Like it's like a straight line between choosing what to do or not. Like it's horrible.
When I would work, dog, I had enough money to get my own place and to live on my own, but I didn't want to, because even if I did waste all my money on that shit, it's not like it would be any more fun or anything. So I just wasted all of my money on like video games and computers and stupid shit, just like food and weed and alcohol.
See, that's exactly what a bachelor would do.
It's pretty lame. So I'm just fuck this. Huh?
Did you feel any, like, how'd you feel about making choices that were pretty much like bachelor choices? Like if they're like any choice in general is gonna be selfish, but that's like more that's a little bit more extra selfish, if that makes any sense, or do you disagree?
Yeah. No, yeah, it is extra selfish, and I bought all those things, and like I don't like, dude, I have like more video games than I even need, and I don't even play video games, man. Like I used to play video games. Now that's like whatever, man. I'll play like fucking a video game. I'll sit down and play a video game like every 2 weeks. You know, I'm always on my computer, so like I'll occasionally play a video game on my computer, but like, but that's like, I don't know. I don't really consider that like, I don't know, because I'm like usually multitasking or something, and it's not really usually video games I get very like into, you know. Because it feels a lot of time like it's just a waste of time, you know. Like I'm just drowning my.
You're losing your spark for it.
I still I don't know. It's not so much that I'm losing it. I'm losing the spark for my like admiration for video games. It's more like it's changing. It's changing, you know, like because like before, like I wouldn't have any money to like buy games or anything. So any one game that I had, like it would be great, you know, because I don't know. I'm a stupid little kid. I don't know shit which which are the best games or anything and shit. Like, I don't have a computer, so any game that I have, and I have all this free time on my hands, any game that I have, I'll just get like super into. And I'm totally like, I'm totally like into the same games I was in back then, and like I'll still get like really into them and shit, but like, but in like smaller doses, and when you have so much money to buy so much shit, it's really hard to like to get into every single one of them, you know? Like,
Yeah, I know what
it's
you mean.
hard. Because like you have so many you want to play,
No,
and you really want to get into.
the problem with having so much variety is that it kind of you develop a sense of boredom with everything that you pick because you have so many other options. It feels like if something poses a certain video game poses a problem, you almost can't fight the urge to just quit because you have other games that would probably not have that
exactly.
problem.
Exactly, because when you have when you're a little kid and you don't have any money and shit, and you just have this one game, and you're like struggling and shit, you actually like you like push through it until like you actually like feel good. You're like, yeah, I struggled with that, but then I like conquered it and shit, and now I'm fighting this other guy or whatever. And you get into it, but then it's like if you're playing a game, like for me, for example, if I'm playing a game right now and it's like not like 100% like entertaining me, I'm like, why the fuck should I play this? You know, like,
Yeah,
this isn't fun. But going back to that other thing we were talking about, the Bachelor thing.
Yeah.
Well, I don't know, man. Like, to be honest, like, I don't know. I really didn't see a point to having my job at all, because like the money, like I would just spend it on stupid shit I wouldn't even like care about, but like I just needed to spend the money on something, and like I didn't want to buy a house because then like, or I didn't want to fucking get an apartment or a place to live or get a like a fucking like mortgage or anything, because like I don't know, like there's seriously like nothing entertaining about that, like when you're by yourself, you know? It's like, the fuck do I want to do with this place? Sleep, fucking watch TV. That's so fucking boring, man. That is not me at all. Whatever.
Yeah,
The fucking job took a shitload of my time, so like, I don't know. Time is important too. Time is a variable.
Time is probably the most important thing.
Is it?
Yeah, I feel like it, I have certain issues like when I get to a point in or when I go through a phase in life, like no matter how long or short it is, like it could last a week or it could last months. But when I feel a certain way that I feel like I'm wasting time and I'm not doing anything productive, it, I literally get physically anxious. Like I could feel anxious in my arms, in my hands, in my face,
Definitely.
in my stomach. That it feels horrible because I believe that if you're not doing anything productive, or at least enjoying the time that you're living, that you're gonna like regret it really bad, and it's gonna suck really bad that you're just wasting all that time because you're never gonna get it back. It's just terrible.
Sure?
Yeah, I feel like it's terrible because and not only enjoying your time or maximizing it, I feel like when you're not living up to full potential, that's also a negative thing. Like if you're not living up to your full potential, it's you're almost just wasting your life. It's like it's either full. I know that's silly.
Yeah,
and it's probably,
yeah. Go.
It's probably
You're on a roll,
like,
man.
it's probably egotistical, but in a way, I do believe it. Like maybe it's just testosterone and shit, but I honestly do think of it sometimes. I think that if you're not living up to your full potential, you're wasting time. It's either full potential or you're just a waste of space,
You
which
go
is like
100
pretty
or
fucking
fucking.
hardcore.
Nah, I don't think that's true, man.
What do you
Because
mean?
listen, I'll be mad and shit. I'll be frustrated, and then some person on the street pisses me off, and I get super angry, and I might be like capable of like doing something really horrible to them just because I'm angry. So like that. So I shouldn't let that sensation. I don't know. Like, should I go 100% and just fucking like murder them or like fucking like kick their
All
ass
out,
just
their head
because?
off.
Huh?
Just go all out and cut their head off.
Sure, dog. Like fucking rip their fucking contour to the back of their head inside of their asshole. You know, like
You would have to break their spine a couple times to do that, or maybe just once, probably.
yeah. But
Break it.
I
No,
don't
maybe you would
know.
have to break it once around like the mid back, and then once again right behind the neck.
Maybe, dog, or maybe just
Yeah,
like a perfect
minimum of
arch.
two breaks in the spine. No,
Yeah.
but like thinking about it, like I don't wanna be too literal when I say that like you have to do it. You have to be full potential in every situation in life. I just mean full potential when you're already setting goals and stuff. Like let's say some of my goals are like to work, get a family, be active, do a lot of stuff with martial arts, have my own place soon, and just have a lot of prosperity, man. If I'm not if I'm not working towards that every single day, it's like it's I feel like I'm being worthless. I'm being untrue to myself. And I don't know. It's weird because you can say that your ideals, if you're not following your ideals, you're not being true to yourself. But you can also be not true to yourself in a daily basis. Like if you're feeling lazy and stuff, and like you however you feel, isn't that what your true self is? So it's like what is real, what is your true self, your idealistic self, where you're like like theoretically you think things and that's what your true self is, or is your true self just daily situations and how you feel about them?
I think it's both, man.
I
And
yeah, probably a good healthy mix, but I don't know. That's probably a constant struggle within like people's lives.
yeah, and I don't know, man. Back to anxiety. I've been anxious various times in the past, and it's just a feeling. It's just a sensation. It goes away, and it comes and goes, bro. Like a lot of people get anxious, and a lot of people trip out when they get anxious because it's a fucking weird sensation, man. It makes you feel like you need to do something, but I don't know if I'm in the wrong. I might be, but I kind of fight the sensation to do something. If I get anxious and I feel like doing something, I'm like, no, I'm not gonna do that. Just because I don't know, it's just my mentality. It's like just because I feel anxious doesn't mean I should do something. Because I mean, poor decisions can be made just through anxiety, you know?
Oh, I see what you mean. Yeah.
Like I don't know, like when you're anxious, it's more like of an instinct. it's very primitive. It's very instinctual. It's like oh it's like being a dog going after like a stick or a bone or something. Just like oh I'm gonna go get it and shit. But like
It's not
I don't know.
logical.
But like when you sit back and just sit through the anxiety and just like fight whatever sensation you feel like having or whatever, it's like whoa, like nothing happened. Nothing happened, and it really leaves you like indifferent. It's weird, man, because it's not like you accomplished anything, but at the same time the anxiety goes away. So it's weird. I don't know.
A lot of the times when I'm anxious, I don't know. It's really been a lot of things. One of the hardest things that I went through was being anxious about dying. Like even I remember even as a like I guess I've like I guess it comes and goes that same feeling of anxiousness towards death because I think I've experienced it twice for a long like for a long period in my life. I experienced it twice. I experienced it when I was like I'm gonna say like from 5 years old to like maybe 6 or 7 years old, and then I experienced like death anxiety probably towards the end of junior year and into my senior year. So from like ages 17 to 18, I had a lot of death anxiety, and it's kind of brutal, dude, because it's basically like a fake. For me, it was like a fixation of death, and I was afraid of it, and it was impossible to get it off my mind. It was something that would come to me on a daily basis. It was like the thought in the back of my head that would never leave. Whatever I was doing, I would get up in the morning and get ready for school and go towards it. I'd be like, oh man, like I still feel this way. I feel like I'm just gonna die. Like there's no way around it. Like I'm gonna die. Time passes so fast, and I'd like kind of like swing out of it and be like, all right, I'm gonna go to school. I'll be fine, and I'll be at school, and I'll be doing my work, and then again, just like kind of like swing back into it and be like, oh geez, like I can't believe I'm still feeling this way. It happens for so long.
Oh shit! I'm gonna die. Fuck! I forgot.
Yeah, dude, isn't that weird? It's funny. It's funny because you can say that and it's silly, but dude, when you feel anxious about it, it's like it's so realistic. It's so almost unbelievable that you could feel that way about such a natural thing, you know?
Yeah. Death anxiety. I get anxious, and not on such a high level of that you were describing, but I do get a little bit anxious about death to the point where I'm like, you know what? I could fucking walk down the street and probably get hit by a car, get shot up with a bullet, and you know what? Like, I don't really give a fuck. If it's gonna happen, let it happen, you know? And like bring it, like fuck. But I don't know. It's just like a feeling. I don't know, man. I don't really care about death. Like I'll die and shit. But like we're all gonna die, man. But might as well just die with your pride and shit. Or if you're gonna die, that's the thing. If you're gonna die, might as well die with your honor or your pride or whatever. If you're not gonna die, but if you're like I don't know, that's not saying. I'm not saying if you're fucking. I'm not saying like if you're caught by like a mafia or something and you have a chance to escape, you shouldn't take it. Of course, you should take your chance to escape because you have your chance of survival, right? But I mean, if you're strapped down and they're gonna cut your head off, you're tied down to a chair, and they're gonna fucking torture you and shit, and there's no way out of it. Like, might as well fucking talk all the
Spit in their
shit you
fucking
want.
face.
Yeah, fucking tell them that you're gonna fuck their like children or their parents in fucking hell or something. I don't know. Be like the fucking biggest cunt. I don't know. I mean, might as well.
I think that would be kind of hard to do during the torture process. But once shock hits you and you can't feel much anymore and you're about to die, I can see myself being like, man, fuck you pigs, and then like just spit in their face and tell them that that I don't know. I guess I would
even
improvise. I guess I
even
would
just
improvise.
struggling, man. Even if you're just struggling, it's just like more of a hassle for them to deal with. So even that, man, it's like fuck you. I'm not gonna let you have your way and shit. Fucking trying to kill me. I'm gonna struggle all I want until you do, bitch. Fuck you. You know, go down with a fight. Fuck. But I don't know. That's just like, I don't want to fucking get into that mentality, man. It's so, I don't know. It's so fucking. Like I can say all that shit, but I don't want to get into it because it's like, because then I get into that mentality and then I'm like, fuck. I don't know.
What did I get myself into?
I don't know, man. It's just kind of like unnecessary. It's like unnecessary violence. It gets me in a state of unnecessary violence. So
Yeah, I see what you mean.
makes me like an asshole or something. Asshole. But yeah, I don't know. I don't think people. It's funny how we cannot physically feel what other people feel, but when everyone brings up anxiety or the way that you and I described it, how like it's like we understand pretty much like what sensation we're talking about.
Yeah, there's like cool. A consensus. There's not like it's not like a experience because you can never share the same like the same. You can't share the nerves that you have in your body with someone else, but you can identify.
I mean, you can.
I don't think so. I mean, if you were born into a Siamese fucking twin, shit, like damn.
Share your nerves. You can physically share your nerves, but.
Would you want to go through surgery to do that? I don't fucking. It's not that. I mean, fuck, anything's possible, Roberto. I'm just speaking in the daily fucking life of people. You're not gonna be sharing the same nervous system and feel the same thing. But I mean, there's similarities through the way people explain it and the people identify it. And it's like, yeah, dude, I'm sure even our own feelings of anxiety are different, but they're similar enough for us to be like, yeah, we've both experienced anxiety and it fucking sucks.
Yeah. You know what's funny? Like, all right, so sometimes I get really meditative and just like very omnipresent in like my own. Like in myself, and I want to say that we are all just living the same thing because we're all alive during the same period of time, and shit progresses. You know, like the Earth is rotating, the fucking universe is expanding. There's a bunch of shit going on right now as we speak, and it keeps progressing, and all of us are going fucking through the exact same thing. But at the same time, I want to say that people experience things differently, you know?
Yeah.
So it's kind of, yeah. Go on.
When you think about when you think about things in the grand scheme of life, and I don't mean human life, I mean the grand scheme of the way the universe works. Thinking about it like mathematically and shit, like about size, we're so tiny so small. Like we're such small creatures in the universe that we're all experiencing like the same thing. Like
Yeah.
adult
We're all
our
subject
different
to like a lot of things. We're all subject to the Earth's gravity, to needing oxygen,
yeah. So we share so
not
much
exploring
common.
that shit out there. You know?
Yeah, we share so much more in common that than people want to, like, I guess, agree or admit. Like it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter who you are. Like even within like other species, like any living creature on Earth is living such an identical life compared to something on the other side of the universe. You know what I mean? Like the
Yeah.
differences are so minute that it doesn't like we're basically like the same fucking. We're the same thing. We might as well be. Like the differences that we think of are trivial. Like our
Yeah.
difference between like how like the color of our skin or how rich or poor we are, or just our differences are like really nothing compared to how much like how many similarities we have. Like our positioning in the fucking universe, the way we move through the universe, our cells, our DNA. Like we're so much more alike than we are different.
So much more like that. Yeah. It's like we all have that weight on our shoulders, that weight that we can't survive without these things, and the weight that there's no way we can be out there. This is a little bit different to what you were saying, but it's a little bit more explanatory to what I was saying. Like, yeah, yeah,
What do you mean?
like, we're all like we all carry the same weight on top of ourselves, and that same weight being like we don't know what's out there, you know? Like we don't know, we've never been to like the fucking edge of the universe. We've never been to the center of the universe. And like none of us have fucking probably even spoken to an alien, or a lot of us haven't experienced a lot of things. So it's like all these things that a lot of us don't have or don't experience, like we all share it in common, and people don't even think about it, you know, because a lot of the things that don't happen to you, you don't even usually don't think about it, you know. but
Yeah,
um but that's something that everyone on, at least on this earth, I think has in common, you know, like.
yeah, that's true. At least in this day and age.
Yeah, so I guess that there was this program where you signed up to be selected into one of the first humans to colonize Mars. Right? Did you hear about this?
No.
All right. So there was this. All right. So there was this. I don't know how reliable the fucking the source is, but I read it somewhere, and I was alerted of this through a website. They told me there's this program for like I don't know, like you sign up if you want to go to Mars, you fucking give them all these reasons and shit, and if you want to be the first people to populate Mars. So from all those people that signed up on the same website, I read this shit. Uh, there was an update. There was an update, and it's saying that out of all the people that signed up, there was 100 to be selected. There was 100 people, possible candidates to be sent up there. I mean, these are just regular people. Like they're gonna send other people that were like assigned this duty to populate Mars, but it's
Yeah,
just a
like
one way trip.
actual eligible people.
Yeah, like actual people that like were like selected, I guess, like for that purpose. But these are just regular fucking people. These are just like your fucking antisocial losers that browse Tumblr all day, you know? Like your average
Yeah.
Joe, your average Betty. So so out of those 100 people, um out of those 100 people, there's going to be 4 selected to go into Mars and never return. And what I read was that we are going to be, as a humanity, voting for those 4 people to be selected. Like if it was some American Idol type shit, which I think is fucking insane to do that. Like I think that's fucking crazy. Like I don't know, like if
Well,
that's even morally correct.
you think it's wrong for people to vote for that?
Yeah,
Why?
I don't know.
Like if I feel like it's not that bad. I mean, if everyone in the world has a say, like think about it. Who has the right to decide what people should get the chance
All right,
to develop the human
maybe
race
maybe
in
not
another planet?
maybe not wrong, but I mean this is the first time. This is the first time that we as a fucking that something like this would be happening. You know,
Yeah.
like and I feel like it would lead up to something like the Hunger Games. You know, I've never even
Yeah.
fucking read or seen the movies of the Hunger Games, but I have like some fucking dude told me about them, and like
There's really not much fucking to go into depth. Like it's about like a dystopia. It's about fucking like a race of people in the future that have have a fucked up system of fucking government, and that's it. And people are fighting it. That's it, really.
another concern that was brought up that I brought upon myself is that the people on Mars are going to have different moral and ethic values than the people on Earth because they will be like so secluded and so few in numbers up on Mars with little to no fucking interaction with Earth. I mean, there's not going to be fucking internet or cell phones or fucking mail services up on Mars. It's just like you and the other fucking people that are there. Like, people are going to, and
It's
it's
gonna
not
be
like,
like colonizing the new, like coming from like England and shit, and trying to colonize the
yeah, but
Americas.
but the thing is that it's not like you can fucking go out for a walk or go to the store or go to the park or something. It's like you're gonna be in your little fucking capsule, you know?
Yeah.
It's not like you can fucking wake up in the morning and get yourself like your breakfast or your fucking. I don't know, man.
People, all right. If they send people who are fucking, if they send people who are already developed adult human beings, they're gonna go crazy. Like I have like I'm not educated in fucking anything about like people going up
I'm
into
not
space.
educated
I
at
don't know.
all in anything, but this is my theory, and you should
Yeah,
listen
but
to it.
I have a hard time trying to believe. I have a hard time trying to believe that they would not go crazy. I believe that they would go crazy. And if they were babies and were raised there, they're gonna grow up fucked up. They're gonna grow weird,
Exactly.
dude.
That's what I'm saying. That's what I'm
So
saying. And
so there's gonna be a lot of crazy as fuck adults raising some weird ass babies.
exactly, dude. And I mean, it's obviously gonna be like more populated throughout the future. You know, like the people that were sent up there initially will probably die, and then their kids will be receiving uh, new people arriving onto Mars. You know, and I feel like it's gonna cause like this tension between the natives of Mars and the newcomers, and it might cause like a disruption. You know, like maybe the people from Mars will get angry that we keep sending more people to Mars or something. Maybe they just won't like them.
Yeah, maybe they'll be like pretty fucking racist and discriminatory.
Yeah,
Or use them as slaves. Fuck.
they'll fucking be tortured. Like, I'll throw you out there without your fucking helmet. Yeah, shit. I don't know, man. They're gonna be
Planet of
afraid.
the Apes.
They're gonna be
Like-
afraid of the outside world. That's gonna be scary. And I know there's going to be one little fucking poor fucking not even like this fucking poor ass little fucking girl born on Mars that's gonna dream about visiting Earth or something like that, or this fucking or vice versa, you know? That's pretty
What do
weird.
you mean? Well,
Like once
I mean,
once Mars
I
is more
don't.
pop.
If they hear stories about how beautiful Earth is, like people are always gonna be like the grass is greener on the other side. Like right now, we don't have the fucking
I
privilege
don't know,
to
man.
be
I
like,
don't think
oh man, I wish I was
fucking
like,
Mars. I don't want to fucking go to Mars. The grass is not greener at Mars.
yeah, because it's not greener at Mars right now. You don't fucking know how it'll be in about 1,000 years. Like people might make that shit so much better. That could be like the Beverly Hills or like the where the fucking rich people live. They could fucking make everyone on Earth slaves and everyone up in fucking Mars the where the actual 1% lives. It could be like the 99% in all Earth. It's just fucking a slave fucking planet. And then up in Mars, everyone's just living for free off the currency and off the money they make of Earthlings.
I know. That's why I said there's probably gonna be some little girl that's born on Mars that dreams about coming to Earth, or vice versa.
Totally makes sense now. I know what you mean.
Yeah, dude, and that's just scary. Fucking future. I want to be a fucking. I want to be a fucking robot space pirate. All old and shit.
Nah,
Fucking
man. I don't
exploring
know. It's
galaxies.
I don't think you want to be a robot, man. I think you want to be a cyborg.
No, I want to be a fucking space pirate, man. And if fucking the technology. All right, and by the time I'm able to be. All right, so listen, man. All right, listen. All right,
All right,
you're gonna
wait. I
listen.
wasn't listening. Start.
All right, but you need to listen, okay? All right. So, throughout my natural lifetime, the technology to be a space pirate will not be available. But I believe maybe throughout my lifetime, the technology to become a robot will be available. So I can become a robot and then become a space pirate, you know?
Yeah.
But I over microwaved my sandwich.
Damn. I don't know, dude. I don't think you want to be a robot. Like I just don't. I don't think anyone wants to be a robot. That's not what the goal in life is. The goal. I think the
Hey
goal in life
man,
is to
if I
remain
can keep
organic.
my fucking. All right, man, you're right. I would rather be a cyborg. All right, all right. I would rather be a cyborg.
Cyborgs are the ultimate thing. If you're a cyborg, you maintain the. I assume you would maintain the best parts of being alive and organic, which is with the best parts of being organic. In my opinion, I think it's universal. Is eating, sleeping, and fucking. Like, and people want to keep that.
I don't know. That's pretty primitive, man. I think just the ability to think and have a brain and shit is pretty amazing.
That's good too. That's good too. That's being organic is like it has so many perks, and being a cyborg I think would have all those perks but get rid of like horrible shit like you would get rid of like stupid like biological nonsense like
Or you
pooping.
know what? If there's some sort of
Can make-
fucking technology to preserve your fucking human body, like that'd be even better.
yeah, that's what I was saying. If anything, it would be just better to continue to be the like a long living strong organic like body.
Yeah.
That's the ideal. But I'm pretty sure people are going to go towards cyborgs because that's what's easier. I think being a cyborg is easier than being an a form of an immortal human. Like not immortal because obviously like you can't guarantee like the universe is forever, so you're not gonna fucking be immortal. But you could be a lot longer lasting than regular human beings.
I don't know, man. I was picturing it in my head, and I honestly think it's fucking creepy and disgusting to be a cyborg, man. All right, you have muscles. All right, let's say part of your arm is roboticized. All right, part of it, and you work out. You fucking grow as humans do. And then maybe your fucking robot parts become tight and uncomfortable compared to your fucking human body, you know? And that's weird. That's a weird feeling. And maybe your human body will get to the point where it's gone so old and weak, where the only part of your human self that can survive is just your head. It's just like the spinal cord and shit. And like all you're doing, that's like the creepiest shit, man. To just be like a parasite inside of this robot body. Like, I don't know, man. Just like, that's
Yeah,
fucking
that's pretty
creepy.
unattractive. It doesn't seem healthy. I agree.
I don't
It's
know,
beyond.
man.
It's beyond. It's beyond creepy, dude. That's like the same tendency like human beings have towards like having plastic surgery and trying to be young. But it's taking it to such an extreme that it's scary. Like it's scary to imagine a human being that is willing to put itself through like dissection and like just like stripped away from all its human biological like normalities, like all the things that it's set up with and shit. Like just to be stripped of that, to be put in a robot, to like cling on to life or this form of life.
Yeah.
Yeah, dude, I agree. That is pretty scary. But
That's pretty disgusting.
I think more people are willing to do that than people not willing to do that. Because holding on to life is the only reason people are like still fucking alive. Like that fear and shit.
That's all they know, man. That's life is the only thing they know. They don't know what happens when they die. So they'll be afraid to let go, you know?
Yeah. I guess it's always that fear of the unknown, man.
Yeah. But at the same time, the unknown is like unknown, so you don't really know. So it's like,
It's like whatever.
yeah, it's pretty crazy when you don't know something and then you know it. It's like, oh, I didn't know this. What else?
That revelation and shit.
Yeah.
Um,
Why did we get back to talking about fucking robots, man?
yeah, dude. I feel like all we do is talk about robots.
In video games. All right. Back to the topic you originally. The whole reason we fucking started this call. Do you remember it?
I think we wait on the message or before or originally.
Yeah, on the message.
Roberto, why or how do you feel about online gaming, like modern online gaming?
Modern online gaming. I think it's great. I think it's great because it's something to do socially, you know? And before the closest you could get to was playing like a 2-player game on your console or playing a 1-player game and having your friend over or your fucking cousin or your brother or whatever, and whenever you die passing up the controller, right? But I mean, it's cool that people can like speak over their headset and just like interact like fucking millions, like, not millions, but like miles and miles away from each other and still like be able to like interact in that way. I think it's cool. What do you think, Pablo?
I've always been interested in online gaming because I like video games too. I haven't been active in doing stuff like that for a long time, but I'm pretty fond of them. But I don't know. It's all for me. It's always I always have an issue with like games that are like competitive in ways that I can't really get into. Like whatever happened to like
all right,
online games where you could like just have fun and shit. You know what I mean?
all right. My 2 least favorite types of games, man. My 2 free. All right, Call of Duty, fucking original and clones, and FIFA.
Oh, I hate FIFA.
Fucking hate both of those. All right, they're fucking lame, and that seems to be like the trend, man. That seems to be like the modern day thing. First person shooters are like fucking everywhere, man. They're fucking everywhere, and you can't
Everyone
fucking get
who
around.
plays first-person shooters like disrespects any other types of games too. Like usually, that's one of the more annoying things in my opinion. Like that's all. Like if you meet a first-person shooter gamer, and you look into their like video game repertoire, like like 8 times out of 10. This is a fake ass statistic, but I don't fucking care. Like most people would just have like those similar games. They wouldn't have any diverse like different games, and that's annoying. Because I don't know, and I'm pretty sure I've told you this before, but I don't like games about things that you could do in real life. Like I like games for the fantasy of it. You know what I mean? Like I want to be Spider-Man, or I want to be fucking Spyro or Crash Bandicoot, and I want to fuck around in places where you can't fucking do in real life. Like if I want to go play soccer, like I would have done that. But I'm not gonna sit on my couch and play FIFA and like when I'm like I could just go play soccer, and I don't like either, so I don't do either.
I know, and I wouldn't even play soccer to begin with. So why the fuck would I be playing FIFA?
Yeah, I know. I feel the same way. Why would I play FIFA if I don't even fucking? Yeah, I wouldn't even play soccer. So it's.
If I had the ability to go out and play a sport, it probably wouldn't be soccer. So there's no fucking chance I'm gonna be playing FIFA on my fucking ass.
I totally fucking missed the boat on being a soccer fan and shit. Like me and my brother are pretty weird in that sense, because like pretty much the entire family. Every fucking
Mexicans, all Mexicans fucking like soccer. And if you don't like soccer, you're fucking weird.
Yeah, dude, that's terrible. People are fucking annoying in that way. It's like it's weird because like they'll be like, oh, you don't like soccer? What do you like then? And then they'll expect you to say some other sport, like fucking football, or basketball.
Yeah.
Like there's no diversity in what is okay to be liked. It's like if you don't like that shit, like you better like football or some shit.
I don't know. I think it's more like a social thing though. Like
it's culture. Yeah, it's social and it's culture, dude. Like every fucking person is into it. And it's like
they just need something to talk about and something to have in common with other people with.
Yeah.
But I mean, you can do that without sports, but I guess some people are just too dumb to like think for themselves.
Yeah, most people are embarrassed about other topics too. Like I remember I was talking to one of my older coworkers. We were in the car. He would give me rides, right? So I was talking to him, and I asked him, "Hey, do you like Dragon Ball Z?" And he's like, "Yeah, I have an entire collection." And I'm like, "Oh, that's cool."
Some people are fucking liars. They just lie.
All right, yeah.
That was probably uncalled for. But that sounded like a fucking lie to me, man. Like.
All right, yeah. Okay, ignoring the fact that it could have been a lie, it's an important. What's important is I asked him about Dragon Ball Z, which I would have been like fucking down to talk about in a 40-minute ride, car ride. But instead of doing that, he's like, "Yeah, I have an entire collection of it. Let me know if you want to watch it." I'm like, "Oh yeah, I'm down. I might ask you." And then what's it called? It kind of ended there, and it's bullshit because I remember like 10 seconds later he's like, "Yeah, my boy's playing soccer tonight. His another game." And then I'm like, "Oh, that's nice." And then he goes after I say, "Oh, that's nice." I didn't even really act like I was interested. He goes into like a 10-minute, 20-minute fucking talk about how soccer is beast and like his son might be able to go pro if he had the money. And I'm just like, yeah, that's nice. I don't give a fuck about soccer.
Damn. That's cool.
Yeah, dude, it's weird. Like, why would he shy away from something that I just showed interest in, and then talk about fucking soccer? It's like, oh my god.
Yeah. All right. So going back to the to video games, man, to first person shooters and shit. All right, like you said that fucking that people that play first person shooters only play first person shooters, and like it's kind of funny like first person shooters weren't like at all common at the beginning of like video games. Like what was more common were platformers, puzzle games, and fighting games. And it's funny because like nowadays, like if you were to call someone like a hardcore gamer, they would probably only play like first person shooters and maybe like fighting games or something. But like and now under the casual category, man, you have like your puzzle games, you have your fucking adventure games, you have your fucking, I don't know, just like fucking a shit ton of games, man. like I feel like there's less quote unquote hardcore games than there is quote unquote casual games. And like I don't know, man. I can like when people like ask me if I'm a hardcore gamer online and shit, I'm like, nah, dog. I'm a hardcore casual, because I just fucking play like what is considered, because I fucking enjoy puzzle games, dog. Puzzle games are sick, like escape games, like maybe on a computer where you have to fucking where you're locked in a room and you have to use fucking puzzle solving skills to fucking and logic reasoning to fucking get out of the room and shit. I think that's dope as fuck. Or like just adventure games, dog, where you fucking go on an adventure that's like not possible in any other fucking situation. That's the kind of shit I'm into. Or I do enjoy racing games. I don't know if that's casual or like hard. It's fuck no, that's not hardcore. But racing games are kind of like they're kind of like shoved in a corner. Like, but I do enjoy racing games.
Racing games are kind of awkward, man, because they fall into like the category of like, why don't you just do that in real life? But they're actually a lot more fun usually than like other games that aren't like.
I don't know, man. Like in racing games, it's like it's a lot less risk, to be honest. Like fuck, I could like turn over and die going at like this speed in real life or something. I don't know. Probably crash into someone. And the fucking streets are not even perfect in real life, like in a game. But I like racing games, man, because it's like you go fast if you're able to go fast, and then if you're hit up with like you have to make a quick decision, like fuck, I have to avoid this, so I'm gonna turn, or I'm gonna fucking drift, or I'm gonna dash, or I don't fucking know, like oh, this guy's ganging up on me, I have to use my nitro and fucking swerve through all this shit. That's dope to me because of the fast decision making skills you have to do. That's what I like about racing games. And when it's smooth because you're going fast and shit.
I like Mario Kart, I guess.
Yeah, Mario Kart's cool.
I don't know. I always like it to be silly, man. If it's the sillier it is, the more fun it is to me. I don't like the seriousness of like just wanting to like kill people or like do stupid shit. Like I like it to be silly, and if it's silly, then it's probably a lot more like a lot more of a party type.
Yeah. It's a lot more like it's fun. Like don't even fucking play around, man. That shit's fun. It's fun to fucking just fuck around and not take anything seriously.
Yeah.
Even though sometimes you do take it seriously because you get fucking because I got hit with that blue shell. Fuck you or something.
Yeah. I don't know. I think if you can't play that game in a party, then you shouldn't be playing it at all.
Oh, that shouldn't be true, man. I played this one game No, that's not true, man. Because I've played a lot of games I probably wouldn't play at a party,
Like
and
what?
there's um just like adventure games that I don't know,
Yeah,
like story driven games. Fucking I don't know, like puzzle games. You probably don't like
you don't want to
fucking
play that. I think
yeah.
one of the best. I think one of the best party games is probably Mortal Kombat.
Mortal Kombat. I wanted to mention Mortal Kombat.
I think that's the best party game like that you could like possibly have. Like,
Why?
dude, like you could just go around the entire room playing everyone
Why do you think that is?
because it's easy and it's bloody and it's entertaining. Like think about it like this. Like all right, at a party, a lot of the times, if it's not one of those parties where like everyone's just trying to fuck, usually there's a lot of dudes that are hanging out kind of like with just dudes like all up on the girls, and the girls are usually doing the same thing, like talking to themselves too, and like obviously they're mixing together because it's not like fucking middle school or some shit, but there's still some sort of separation, right?
Yeah, but people are still fucking shy and awkward no matter.
Yeah,
People
are
are awkward
awkward.
at whatever age. It doesn't matter. People are awkward at like fucking 40, you know.
Yeah, and what's it called? But, but and when you put on Mortal Kombat, like if you just keep passing that around the room, like you're like, all right, hold my beer. I'm gonna play this guy, and like you can play a girl too. Like it doesn't matter. Like that's the funnest thing, and it's super short. It's not
Yeah,
like
dude, the cool thing about Mortal Kombat is there's a lot of female characters, so women can easily like see themselves playing
fighting.
it. Yeah, because there's a lot of female characters. There's more than a lot, dude. I mean, Street Fighter has like one recognizable fucking female character. Street Fighter, which is like a big franchise, a big name. Mortal Kombat has just off the top of my head, Jade, Melina, some fucking like kickboxing girl, and a whole bunch of other bitches. Chameleon, I think. There's a lot of women in Mortal Kombat compared to other games.
Yeah, that's true.
Mortal Kombat is fun. I mean, it's just its style is
I don't
cool.
think Mortal Kombat is a game you could play on your own for too long though.
Yeah, you're right. Although I have played Mortal Kombat.
I mean, I played Mortal Kombat on my own too, dude. But I'm saying like it's not something you could play long term on your own. Like you wouldn't spend like 4 months doing that.
I don't know, man. I have played a lot of Mortal Kombat by myself, and it was okay, but it was not. I can see why you're saying that, man. It's not fucking. It's not the best to be playing by yourself with.
Yeah, yeah. 'Cause I think of it like that. I want to like fight someone and like fucking make them
Yeah,
bleed in the game.
yeah, man. So as far as platforms go, like consoles, which ones are your favorite?
Um, I don't know. Like I I haven't played too many newer ones, so I would still just go back to like fucking Donkey Kong 64, dude.
Yeah, for real.
Yeah,
You know, the N64 catches a lot of slack for its controller. I actually like its controller. I think it's a very I think it's shaped as far as the handles go, very nicely. I like the handles on the fucking N64 controller, and it's a pretty big controller. I like that too. I don't know. I don't. The buttons are pretty big. The buttons are satisfying to press, especially the L and R buttons. They're satisfying to press. I like the N64 controller, and it's pretty cool because 3D wasn't really like. It's pretty cool to play those games because it's like 3D wasn't even big. I mean, it wasn't like common back then. So these were like the first 3D games, and I mean, some of them are pretty good, man. To be honest.
Like which ones? Which ones are your favorite?
This was my favorite.
Huh?
Well, I I played a lot of Super Mario 64. I played a lot of Wave Race. What else? I like fucking Pokemon Stadium a lot. I just like I don't know. I like the low polygon aspect. You know. I like the visuals. I like the models. It's cool. But the game I've played most of is probably Super Mario 64 and Wave Race 64.
Wave Race?
Yeah,
Is that water skiing games?
yeah. It's a
Dude,
racing
really?
game.
I don't think
Yes,
I ever liked those.
it's a racing game. I like it. It's super fun.
Is it easy? I don't know. I always suck at controlling shit on water.
It's
In
really
games.
nice, man. It's a racing game, and it has nice music. It has very nice visuals. Like as far as scenery goes, it looks very nice. There's fog. There's marshes. There's beaches. It's a very nice
Like you can
game.
tell they put in a lot of work into it and shit.
I don't know, man. I don't think a lot of work is equivalent to quality work.
Yeah.
I don't know how much work they put into it, but I enjoy the work that they did. All right, so here's the deal. Here's the dealio. All right. PlayStation, never been a fan. Never, ever been a fan.
Agreed.
The fucking controller. I don't know if you've ever held a PlayStation controller in your hand, but it feels like one of those McDonald's toys. Do you remember when McDonald's gave away like Sonic little
Sonic?
handheld
Yeah,
video games?
Sonic. Yeah.
That's what a PlayStation 2 controller feels like.
Yeah, I know what you mean. They're fucking like tiny and stupid.
Yeah. All right. And the games never stood out to me, to be honest. Never found anything on the PlayStation very exciting. Mostly just like mostly just like boring shit that you could probably get on an Xbox as well. But the original Xbox was pretty ugly. Nothing that really popped out, you know, nothing colorful, nothing exciting. So I got my GameCube, and I thought it was the fucking shit. There was a lot of colors. Fucking loading is quick as fuck on the GameCube compared to like a PlayStation 2. PlayStations 2 have that fucking giant ass disc fucking rotating and shit, and it takes forever to fucking load. On the GameCube, you have your little fucking disc, you plop it in, spins fast as fuck, loads fast as fuck, and you're fucking playing like this cool fucking colorful 3D game.
Really?
And and the GameCube controller was way better than the PlayStation 2's controller, to be honest.
Yeah, the game controller is the shit, I think.
Yeah, it's pretty good. It's pretty good. And PlayStation 3, Xbox 360, I can see the appeal behind the PlayStation 3, man. It's almost like a home media center. It's a Blu-ray player, has a shit ton of USB ports, You can play music on it. You can watch videos on it. You can surf the web on it. Yeah, I gotta say there was some games for the PS3 that did catch my eye, like Little Big Planet and shit like that.
Oh yeah, that was pretty
Uh,
cool.
yeah, I mean, the PS3 is like never really got into it, but I know for a fact that there's a shit ton of PS3 games on the market, and I don't know, just like theoretically to me, it seems like a good console. Xbox 360, I don't know, it's pretty bland to be honest. The
Think so?
controllers, yeah, the controller's pretty good. The controller for the Xbox 360 is pretty good, but Xbox 360 is pretty bland. And now as far as the new generations go, um, I feel like this generation with the Xbox One, the PS4, and the Wii U, I feel like it's almost identical to when we had the GameCube, the PlayStation 2, and the original Xbox. I feel like they're almost identical.
What do you mean? Like they might as well be the same fucking company.
All right, it is the same. No. Like, all right, so right now the PlayStation 4 is pushing units, man. I mean, it's getting sold. It's getting sold like fucking pancakes, like flapjacks. It's getting sold quick.
That's the thing. Yeah.
The PlayStation 4, the PlayStation 2 was the best selling console of all time. Like that's like a fact.
Really?
So the PS4, yeah, the PS4 right now it's moving units. It's fucking it's looking pretty close. The Xbox, the original Xbox, was kind of popular in North America, the United States, but it didn't hit worldwide, you know?
Uh-huh.
And right now the Xbox One, it's kind of selling units, but like it's the same thing, just like in North America, and it's like way behind PlayStation right now. So you're gonna
That
see a
sucks.
lot more PlayStation 4s than Xbox Ones. And as far as the Wii U and the GameCube, I feel like they can both be overlooked. You know, like the Wii. Do you know what a Wii U is?
Yeah.
The thing is that a lot of people don't. You know, like it's very
Yeah.
it's like it's not something that like it came out in 2012. I didn't know about it until 2014. It's like, I mean, it's the same company, Nintendo, that's been pushing out games, good, colorful, enjoyable games since like the 80s, you know? So it's like the same company pumping out like these good games, these good experiences and shit. But it like back in the GameCube days, it's not selling well. It's not selling well. And personally, if I had the money, I would fucking go out and buy it because it's something it grabs my attention, but it doesn't seem to grab a lot of other gamers' attentions. So as far as sales,
It's been since the GameCube, huh?
huh?
It's been since the GameCube. It's been kind of like on a decline compared to like or not on a decline, but just isn't catching up to PS, huh?
Yeah, but I mean, when the Wii, that was that the Wii console, that one sold more than PlayStation and Xbox 360, I think. As far
Really?
as yeah,
I didn't like the Wii, dude.
it was I don't know.
I think the Wii is silly. Like not the games, but I don't like how you can like the controls of it. It's weird. I don't think
It
I don't
is
think
weird. It is weird.
I don't think it was made in the right time. Like like the way it worked, it like
Hey, some people
obviously
may disagree with you, man. it sold more units than PlayStation and Xbox, so you could say it was made in the right time, you know?
Well, yeah, but I just mean like the technology wasn't as great as I would want it to be in order to buy it. You know what I mean? I
Yeah.
didn't like the motion sensor. Like it felt weird and it felt too quick, and it felt sensitive and sloppy.
Yeah, man. As far as controllers go, I can say that it might have been a downgrade from the GameCube controller.
Yeah, exactly. Like it was awkward, and it was a transition into like motion sensors that I wasn't ready for because, or I don't think the fucking console itself was ready for it. Like it was weird. I I'm sure like the next console they come up with, if it's motion censored, also, it's gonna be good. But like
No, they did. It's the Wii U. It's motion sensor also. You can use your
the
Wii
little tablet
original Wii.
thing.
You can use your original Wii remote or controllers on the Wii U, but you do need the tablet thing as a main controller as well.
Uh,
And that tablet thing, it looks weird. It looks uncomfortable, to be honest. Some people say it's really comfortable. It looks uncomfortable to me, too wide to be a controller. Because sometimes you get tense and you squeeze your controller, and it looks too big. I feel like I might snap it.
I know what you mean. I don't know. I wasn't interested in that either. After anything after the Wii is like I don't know.
Yeah, man. I thought the Wii was cool because you could make Mii's. All right, because all right, so they don't do this anymore, but for a long time there was this Canadian, I believe it was Canadian, magazine called Nintendo Power, and they would give you just like I didn't have internet, so like all my fucking updates like would come through the mail monthly in my fucking monthly Nintendo Power magazine, and that's how I learned about the Wii, and like and I'm just like a little fucking elementary school kid, man. And I find out about this shit, and I'm like, whoa, this is really cool. Like, I want it because like all of my Nintendo, all I've had before was Nintendo, and all my systems were great. I had my Game Boy Color, I had the original Nintendo NES, and I had my GameCube, and they were all great. So I'm like, wow, this next product must be great as well, and you can make Mii's and shit. And as far as the games go, the games were pretty fucking bland. Like there was a like
Yeah.
the games on the Wii. There was a lot of games, and most of them were pretty bad. I'm not. I don't know. Yeah, I'm not a fan of the Wii's games, but Wii U's games look pretty cool. I'm gonna played a lot of Wii at people's houses, at friends' houses.
Yeah, same here. That's where all my experience of Wii came from.
Yeah, but I don't know. I like handheld gaming, man. Like, uh, and Nintendo fucking rules the fucking handheld market. I mean, starting with the original Game Boy Color and shit. I had a Game Boy Color, and
Yeah.
I fucking I loved my Game Boy Color. I had a Game Boy Advance SP, the one with the backlight, and I fucking played the shit out of that one too. I've had several Game Boy Advance SPs. I fucking played the shit out of all of them. And then I had the original DS. I play the shit out of that too. Handheld gaming is great, man. Handheld gaming is great. I remember I used to have Mario Kart on my original DS, and I would play online with it, and it was awesome. It was awesome to have this handheld system, be able to go online and play with people online. It was great. It was crazy at the time,
Yeah.
and I thought the Nintendo hand as far as handheld goes, it's fucking been nailing it like since day one. Like fucking, they've been ruling the fucking market since like for 20 years. Like I guess PlayStation brought out the fucking PSP and then the PlayStation Vita,
Yeah.
but I don't know. It's not. I guess it's cool for some people, but I rather stay on my fucking Nintendo handhelds because I mean they're pretty fucking cool, bro. Like, yeah, I like handheld gaming. It's
I
pretty
like it
cool.
too. I had Game Boys growing up also, and I also had a PSP. And PS when they first came out, I thought it was gonna be like the shit. Like it looks so like sleek and like just like so futuristic and shit to me. And I was excited, but it didn't catch on with me. I didn't after a while. I didn't even really like play it anymore. And I had games for it too, which is weird.
What games did you have for it
I had like Mega Man. I had
on the PSP?
yeah.
Which Mega Man?
Um I don't know, man. I don't remember the name of the specific game.
Uh,
It was like a baby Mega Man.
uh,
It wasn't. It was like
it was
modern.
like a chibi Mega Man, like almost anime. Or no?
Yeah, exactly.
Okay.
Yeah, it was kind of weird. They were all like baby
Yeah.
characters. They weren't really babies, but they just looked like more cuter, I guess.
They had did they have big heads?
Yeah,
Yeah, I know which one it is.
and I had like fucking Ghost Rider. I had
How was Ghost Rider?
Ghost Rider was pretty fucking sick up until like no, I think just like the scenery and shit like that. All the cool art that they put into it was really cool.
Okay.
Like it was really dark, and I love how they use the chain. Like you could really whip that shit,
Damn.
which is why you would want to be fucking.
Ghost Rider.
Yeah, that's why you would want to be Ghost Rider, to fucking whip people and shit and like ride around on your motorcycle. And they delivered, dude.
Yeah.
They delivered. They made awesome like underworld highways that you rode your motorcycle around. It was dope. And even the bosses were pretty sick. Like you fought like you could like jump into the air a couple times and like swing your chains around. It was a pretty good game, I'd say so. And but I don't know. I just kind of fell out. I didn't continue getting games for it, unlike all my other consoles. But I'm not gonna blame the PSP. I'm gonna say that it was probably me just kind of having a fallout with like being committed to buying games all the time and shit like that. You know?
Yeah. Yeah. All right.
Oh,
Go on.
the game I had for PSP is called Mega Man Powered Up.
Yeah, I heard about that game, and it was actually like a remake, I think, maybe of the original Mega Man, but with like added content as well. So I don't know. I was just wondering, like, what they made, because most of the Mega Mans are on the original Nintendo Entertainment System or on a Game Boy Advance. So I was like, they're usually on Nintendo platforms. So I was wondering what they made a Mega Man game for the PlayStation Portable, and yeah, now I know which one it is.
Yeah, it's it is an anime. Like it does look like an anime Mega Man, like really cute and small. Like it looks like it's a girl game, to be honest.
Well, it kind of does.
Yeah, but yeah, definitely they had a lot of cool bosses and shit. Like I was pretty into Mega Man for a while. Like as a kid, I wasn't into Mega Man. I was into Mega Man when I was like 13 or 14, which is which I think is a pretty weird age to get started on Mega Man.
Yeah, it is. I have
Like a
a
childhood shit.
huh?
Because I think Mega Man's like childhood shit.
Video games usually are.
Yeah, no, but I mean, there's games that have appeal to all ages, and I don't think Mega Man has an appeal to adults.
Mega Man's pretty hard, dude.
Yeah, it is. It is for sure. Especially the older games.
Yeah. What was I gonna say? All right, so here's my problem, man. Here is my problem with Nintendo, and So this is my theory. This is a business plan that I would execute if I was in Nintendo. So listen up. Listen up.
All right, I'm all ears.
So there was a Nintendo console called the Super Nintendo. And at the time of the Super Nintendo, the original Game Boy was also relevant. So what they did is they released this cartridge for the Super Nintendo that had a slot for your Game Boy games, so you could play your Game Boy games on your television through your Super Nintendo.
Yeah, I've seen that. They did that for GameCube too, didn't they?
Yeah, for the GameCube. All right, so they released the N64, and I mean they didn't really have something like that for the N64. They kind of did, but it only works with like 5 games or 7 games. So on the Nintendo GameCube, so they skipped a console, and then on the Nintendo GameCube, the Game Boy Advance was relevant. So they released an adapter that you connect to your to the bottom of your GameCube, so you can play Game Boy Advance, Game Boy Color, and Game Boy games on your television. And these are
Yeah.
all just they sound just like great ideas, don't they? Like cool. Now it's like you have 2
Yeah.
consoles on the television. These are like great ideas. So during the uh, during the lifetime of the Wii, the Nintendo DS was relevant, but there wasn't really a way you could get the Nintendo DS games to work on the Wii because the Nintendo DS games have 2 screens and one of them is touch. So it doesn't really work on the Wii. But now the Wii U comes out, the Wii U, and the Wii U has a screen on its main controller, and it's a touch screen. And besides that, you have your television screen.
That's 2 screens.
But yeah, but you cannot play your DS games on your Wii U. And I feel that if there ever was a time to do so, it would be now. Because the capability is totally there. You have your 2 screens, one of them being touch. And as far as the Wii U sales go, it's not going very well. And it would just add a shit ton of fucking games to the Wii U library. It doesn't even have to be like an adapter. Even if they just sell to them on their online market, they would be making money, dude. Like, I don't know. I think it's pretty stupid not to, you know?
Do you think that they haven't thought of this, or that they have a reason not to?
I honestly don't know. I feel like they should have thought of this. And there's no reason to hold out on it, you know? What's the point of holding out on that?
I don't know, man. I mean, they probably have a lot of people suggesting shit like this every day. So right now we don't really understand what the reason would be, but who knows what they're planning. Did you ever hear about how they want to the Nintendo wants to create, or wants to get the rights to emulators for phones, for like the
Yeah,
Android and shit like that, so that
yeah,
they I don't know the reason, but I heard a couple theories from some guy on YouTube. I forgot his fucking channel, but he was saying that the reason they're probably making trying to get the rights to the emulator is not so that they can release uh, their own version of the emulator, because there's already emulators out there, but so that they can regulate, or just kind of like stop it altogether, because um, their newest consoles already have the ability to get emulators, or just download older classic games, classic
yeah.
Nintendo games.
You can purchase old games on the fucking Nintendo market or whatever.
Yeah, and that would kind of like, so I'm guessing the emulation and stuff like that is kind of ruining, or not ruining, but just taking back from people that aren't willing to spend the money for that and would rather just get an emulator. And I don't know. I think that kind of sucks that they would probably try to take
Are,
advantage of
are emulators away?
people. Huh?
Or they want to take our emulators away?
Yeah, kind of.
Emulators are the most convenient thing ever, man. You want to fucking play a fucking Game Boy game on your cell phone? You totally can, man, and it's totally fucking free. It's
And it's
dope.
great too.
Huh?
And it's great too. That's what's the best part, that it's great.
The best part about it is that it's fun. It's
I don't know,
convenient.
man. I think that it's great. I don't know, dude. I just want to fucking blow up and act like I don't know nobody.
I know where that's from, and I kind of hate myself for it.
Where is it from?
It's from Riff Raff's Vine, where he has his fucking grill like a shark teeth and his stupid hair.
That shit's hilarious.
Yeah. My main goal is to blow up and then act like I don't know nobody.
Yeah. Oh, hold up. My main goal is to blow up and then act like I
Yeah. So this is the end of the episode, you guys. Thank you so much for listening. We truly appreciate it, even though we sometimes sound like dickheads. But if you want, you can like, comment, subscribe. I'll put in my other channel in the description if you want to listen or if you want to check it out. I don't know. Maybe I'll be uploading something soon. I don't know. You should maybe check it out. What about you, Pablo?
Same as always. Follow me at King Cold at Twitter, guys. Whoever's listening out there, like,
I'll put my Twitter in the description as well. I'll put King Cold in the description too.
All right. Just go ahead and subscribe, guys. Please, just subscribe, please, please. Man, you fucking press the subscribe button, and you'll get one notification a week. It's not shit. We won't spam you. Just do it. Like, it's not hard.
One notification a week, give or take. I don't know. Maybe you might get more. Maybe you might get less. But
you might not get any.
Yeah, so it's not like we're gonna be cramming up your sub box, bitch.
Fuck, subscribe.
Well, yeah. Thank you so much for listening again, and have a great week, you guys. See you later.
See you next week.
Bye.
Lights.